Hi, and welcome back to Wicked Witch Tarot. My name is Carmen, and today we have a reading for you about love that I think has some level of redemption within it. We have the Star in the reverse, the Emperor in the reverse, and the Ten of Cups. And for me, the heaviest energy in a good way, right? Like in terms of the overarching energy is the Ten of Cups. So I feel like we have somebody that has acknowledged what was unhealed within them. And for many of you, this has to do with fear or control. And they have decided, I am not going to let those things prevent me from being happy or pursuing the love that makes me feel alive or helps me feel like I have been forgiven. So the quote in my mind leading up to this reading, and that kind of did inspire the title, is from my favorite Edgar Allan Poe, which is why we're using the Edgar Allan Poe cards here. We use the other one too. Tell me every terrible thing you ever did and let me love you anyway. That's kind of the vibe here, right? We've got somebody that I think appreciates that people change and that somebody has been addressing the things that maybe made it difficult for them to love in the past, which could include self-love, right? Let's go in spirit with a little bit of Winchenton. Ooh, I was like real scared there. Did you see that? I hope you're having a wonderful day so far. Let's see. I think we're going to start with the Earth and Bone Oracle. It's probably all got to be like slightly macabre if we had the Edgar Allan Poe start. You know what I mean? So we have number 13 crossed. Choices: stuck, searching for purpose, daydreaming, indecision. That definitely clears up the Emperor just a little bit more. The idea that, because it's kind of like the Two of Swords almost, right? The idea that somebody is at a crossroads. I have to decide, am I going to keep going or am I going to change things up? Number 22, which was important in yesterday's reading. So, Enchanter, self-evaluation, awakening, purpose. Purpose has been mentioned twice now. Independence and confidence. I don't have to live my life the way other people tell me. I don't have to live my life the way other people live theirs. I feel like this person is thinking for themselves, where they may have let others influence their decision a little bit more so in the past. Hi there, Pharaoh. How are you doing? Hello, Redbeard. Welcome. It's windchime time, baby. What's up, Mojo? How you doing? El Beardo? Or El Perirrojito? I mean, I assume if you got a red beard, you got red hair, but maybe that's not fair. I have seen some people that have like blonde hair, but when they grow a beard, it's like, bam, redhead. Seven of Rings or Seven of Pentacles in the reverse. This is the Marigold Tarot. Ace of Rings or Ace of Pentacles, and the Emperor in the upright. Yeah, we have somebody that has decided they're not going to just wait around and hope that things turn out the way that they hope. If they have an opportunity to do something, they're going to stand up and do something about it. So this is an odd kind of like analogy, but this is like, picture an airport where they've had too many people show up for a particular flight, and they say, whoever is willing to give up their seat, we will give you a voucher, or we will pay you, like $500 or $1,000 or whatever. And this Emperor is like, I am not about to just like wait and see if anybody else is going to pick that up. I'm going to be like, right here. Yep, I'll do it. So advocating for oneself, making choices that you feel good about, speaking up. These are things that have become more important or become more natural for this person. Hanged Man in the reverse, Two of Wands, and the Knight of Swords in the reverse. This Emperor has made a sacrifice. It's like if you know you have a vacation coming up, next week or whatever, and you want to make sure you have a little bit of extra money to buy little trinkets or mementos. You might like not go out to eat or not like buy as much coffee, like be a little more frugal that week leading up to it. I feel like we had somebody here that realized they were going to have to do something different, that they wanted to choose a different path, that their purpose was perhaps elsewhere or with something or someone else. So this person started planning. But with the Knight of Swords in the reverse, I kind of feel like it was in spurts. Like, okay, I'm going to take care of these 3 things. And then, oh God, I'm like kind of freaking out. So I'm going to like stop for a second. And then, okay, now I take care of like 4 more things, but I'm still kind of freaking out. There are periods of high energy and accomplishment punctuated by periods of rest, or kind of like, am I crazy for doing this? This is what I want to do, right? Hi there, Paul. How are you doing? Hello, Soul Origin. Did I say hi to Mercedes? How are you, Mercedes? All right. We've got the 3 of Swords and the Page of Wands in the reverse, with the 10 of Wands in the reverse. This feels like repeated heartbreak, but probably 3 people in particular that have let this Emperor down. It doesn't have to be romantic. Your first heartbreak could easily be, when you're a child, right? But we have somebody that had kind of grown a bit pessimistic or expected things to not really go that well for them. So they might have like a bit of a tagline that's a bit like morose, like, it could have been worse, that kind of vibe. Nine of Swords, 8 of Swords, 9 of Cups. This is a lot of anxiety, being stuck in your head, not really sure what to do. So that could be part of why we had the burst of activity and then, okay, now I got to take a second. But we have somebody that is worried that if they don't make significant progress, they will lose what they want. And they have to fight against this sense of, even if I do the work I'm supposed to, even if I do everything perfect, will I get what I want? I don't know. It's not a guarantee. It's not like if you have $100, you get to buy the pair of boots that you saw in the window. It's not like guarantee, right? So this person might be plagued with a little bit of insecurity or fear, like I mentioned earlier, as to like, will this actually get me what I want? Will this put me in that situation that I have envisioned? All right, let's go with a few from the situations deck. Hello, Voyager. How are you doing? All right, we've got Tragedy and Forbidden Love in the reverse. waves of emotions coming and going, grip, anchor, chains, weighed down. So feels like over a period of time, probably several months for some of you, maybe even several years, we have somebody that has changed their perspective. They are slowly seeing things differently. Now, for some of you, this is somebody who is not open to love at all, and they are opening up their heart chakra. For others of you, this could be somebody who felt like they had to marry or have a family with a particular kind of person, or maybe they were already in a relationship. But we have a sense here that somebody had to change their perspective on love, or kind of like give themselves permission to go for what they really want instead of maybe what others wanted for them. Receipts, proof, show me. Sold, moving in the reverse, and nightlife. Take a gamble. Vegas. Or gamble, take a risk is really what it says. And then Vegas. So it's like, I'm not going to make a serious move until I know if you love me. But this last card is like, why? Why not take the risk? Go big or go home. I'm just going to go ahead and say, make sure this is like validating your intuition. I should not be like giving you ideas you have not had before. But I think we have somebody that is contemplating a trip or moving towards somebody, but they feel like they have to have proof of somebody's emotions before they do this. And I feel like their intuition has already told them. Because this says take a risk. If this reading resonates for you, you're probably being encouraged to do that, right? Because tell me every terrible thing you ever did and let me love you anyways. This is a forgiving love. This is a connection that is not superficial. Hi there, Brian. How are you doing? Okay, and I don't read these in the reverse, just to clarify. I do have the Ace of Quills, which would be the Ace of Swords. This is the Poe Tarot. If you wish to forget anything on the spot, make a note that this thing is to be remembered. All is not as it seems. The truth is the truth. And I feel like what has been a little bit unnerving for this Emperor energy that I'm reading for is they have had to accept they read things wrong, or they didn't measure twice before they cut, right? You come back around and you realize, oh, I called that wrong. But this person knows the truth now. So this could be how they perceive others or judge others, how they perceive love or themselves. You have the Three of Wells, which is the Three of Cups. And what are you sitting on? Is that like a rock right there? What the hell? Okay, anyways. Three of Wells is the Three of Cups, and it says, hear the sledges with the bells, silver bells, what a world of merriment their melody foretells. And these like ladies are popping up out of inkwells. It's kind of cute. So you may hear a song, you may hear a wind chime, something musical or melodious, and it's going to make you excited to be a little bit Pavlovian. You'll know there's something good that's about to happen. And why is that? Because we have the King of Quills, King of Swords. So yes, there was something I had to learn. I had to change my perspective on. I understand now. I have that clarity. I see things as they truly are, and I'm going to act on them because I'm the Emperor. So this is somebody who is going to perhaps tell a story or share an experience with you, but their focus, they know they have to be honest. could be why that quote was important. The Emperor energy might need a little bit of encouragement. So if you think about that quote, Emperor, that's saying, I love you despite the things that you presumably have done. You haven't even told me, right? What matters to this person is the forward movement, the character going forward, right? Yeah, maybe you stole a Snickers bar when you were like 11, but I'm not gonna like consider you a thief now. You know what I mean? Like there's an appreciation here for justice. Tell me the truth, and I appreciate that. I will forgive you because if you're not intending to carry on that behavior, then why is it of concern to me? No, let's not apply that to everything, okay? But it seems to be the general vibe here. Oh crap, I didn't read the King of Quills. And think that these weak lines are written by him who, as he pens them, thrills to think his spirit is communing with an angel's. I think this is saying this King of Swords does not feel a text message would do the trick. A letter would do the trick. An email. Nope. I need to say this with my voice. And on justice, it says, a wrong is unredressed when retribution overtakes its redresser. It is equally unrepressed when the avenger fails to make himself felt as such to him who has done the wrong. So in other words, have you made right with God, with yourself, with people that maybe you trampled to get where you are? Because if you have done the healing, if you have like addressed the things that you feel are shortcomings or were challenges for you in the past, then why would I continue to hold that against you? Yeah, right? We're all developing as we age. At least that's the goal. Hi there, Peggy. How are you doing? Likewise. Hi there, love is the trend. How are you doing? All right, so we've got the Hierophant. Lord, help my poor soul. How much do you love this cat in a hat? This is adorable, isn't it? Peggy, I know you love this. The Hierophant can talk about higher level of commitment. I do feel that that applies in this situation. I do think we have somebody contemplating married life or living together, moving to be with you, something serious along those lines, right? But they are nervous. I think there's someone praying for you. I think there's an intercessor here, somebody who is trying to make it so that you feel or know that you are protected, Emperor. All right, let's get some more oracle cards. I think actually we need the Kipper. Is he not guarded by this little skull dude? I don't think that's pyrite. Yes, this is the pyrite one. Do you see the little glitteriness? I don't remember what this is. No, it's cool. All right, what else do we have? Number 29, imprisonment. And number 2, main female. So we have a person from the past of this emperor. Main female could suggest this is a mother figure, a spouse, or significant other. Could even be a close friend. Don't get too caught up on genders, remember. But this was somebody who was dependent or controlling. This main female made the emperor feel like what they had chosen or where they ended up was where they were going to be for a long time. They had duties or responsibilities and blah, blah, blah. You can't live your own life. This main female is who the emperor had to address before they could let go of the emperor and the reverse energy. This is also probably one of the situations they're healing from or have healed from because they had to reassert or reclaim their independence. Six of Pentacles, Two of Wands in the reverse. This is the Morgan Greer, and Death in the reverse. I don't know if I have everything figured out. I don't know if I have all of the information. I don't know what is going to happen. But what I do know is this isn't over yet, or I can't just like walk away now. Look, there are some people who give up right before they're about to get what they're looking for or what they want. And I think this person may have done that in the past, but they don't want to miss out on this because they're lying to themselves. Number 7 is important. So I do feel like there's something here about divine timing lining up. We have 2 7s clarifying number 11. So maybe you reconcile at a 7-11. Just kidding. Don't do that. But we have somebody that knows the truth, but they have to kind of sift through some bullshit first. This is somebody who has to use their intuition and not get hung up on things that other people say or that other people believe, because there could be things trying to keep this emperor away from their goal, whether that be romantic, because we were talking about let me love you anyways, right? Or just the independence itself, right? Being able to live my own life. The Fool and the Ace of Pentacles. You, my friend, have a new beginning. You have a new life. It's being carved out because you have dealt with some of the more difficult things in your life that you may have been kind of avoiding for a little bit. But you stood for yourself. You stepped into that Emperor energy. And as a result, things are going to go your way a little more than you expect them to. Likewise, I'm proud of them, whatever, you know. Whoever you are, I'm proud of you. Hierophant in the reverse. Page of Pentacles in the reverse. I do feel like this Emperor was dealing with somebody they thought cared about them. And you know what? Let's walk that back just a little bit. They thought cared about them as much as they care about this person. But I feel like there's an element of control or ego, narcissism, perhaps even for some of you, that they were dealing with. This main female, again, doesn't have to be an actual female, but this is someone who kind of kept them trapped. And I believe there was some sort of financial agreement or some sort of like light at the end of the tunnel or arrangement where they felt like staying in this situation was probably for their best interest, even if it meant that they had to let go of some dreams or they had to maybe live their life slightly different. I do feel like they had to walk away from love in a few situations. Judgment in the reverse, 10 of Pentacles in the reverse. Strength in the reverse. So at this point, it looks like this Emperor is trying to find the resolve or the strength to deal with a family situation, or this main female, could be close friend. But it looks a little bit like, hey, I don't think I lived my life the way I really wanted to the last couple of months, years, whatever it is. And in part, it's because I was trying to make you proud of me or make you happy. But at the end of the day, it is my life and I'm going to do what makes me happy now. That's not an easy thing to say. But I do think they have said it or they're about to say it. And that's when this Ace of Pentacles comes through for them, because they have to recognize that strength within them, because they only believe in it like inconsistently. But it's there all the time. It's there all the time. Let's go with the Golden Lineament. Hi there, Jennifer. How are you doing? Hello, Shadow in the Dark. Shadow in the Dark, are you Matt? I'm trying to remember. I think it's Matt. But you know, I've been wrong before, back in like 2007. All right, we have number 12. This is the owls or the birds. This talks about communication. Oops. So this Emperor is going to tell their love interest about a pretty major loss that they went through, a pretty major betrayal. Yay! LOL. And I'm sorry, Emperor, whatever it is you have gone through in terms of betrayal or a loss, but I think that it will be therapeutic or ameliorative in some way for you to communicate what has happened to you to somebody that you know will hug you afterwards, will want to care for you. So I think this is a healing conversation that you have with somebody, telling them what you've actually been up to or what kept you away for so long. Number 28, the masculine or the man. And number 18, the dog. So for some of you, you're wondering if this Emperor has been loyal or is still focused on you. This could even be the other way around, right? We could have the Emperor wondering if their love interest is still in some way loyal to them, right? But I see this as two people who still view the other as their wish fulfillment. We've got 1 heart above the masculine and 10 above the dog. So it kind of feels like it goes from a love offer to a happy home situation rather quickly, like 0 to 10, 0 to 60 kind of vibe, right? The numbers on there, 28 and 18. All right, this is the Romance Angel Oracle. It is safe for you to love. Oh, warm fuzzies. Hi there, Max. How are you doing? I hope that's how it goes, Soul Origin. I hope you are too, Max. So we have codependency and give your relationship a chance. So this codependency refers to our main female energy over here, the one that was trying to keep this Emperor stuck or maybe even influence their decisions, because quite frankly, I think they kind of wanted to keep this person as a little bit of a pet. If this was not a romantic relationship, this was like a family or a friend situation where it was like, you do this, I'll do this for you. Like, it's like us against the world, but I'm keeping you in a cage kind of vibe. Like, they might have been super jealous of any other friends or relationships that came into play. And they would have blamed it on whether or not they could trust other people. So it kind of feels like they wanted it to just be small little world. Can't trust that person, can't trust them. Everybody's out to, do you wrong, that kind of vibe. And look, you got to use your discernment, right? Because at the end of the day, not everyone is a jerk and not everyone is awesome. Granted, the percentage of awesome people in my live chat is much higher than the average live chat. All right, I'm going to leave it there. Thank you everyone for the likes and the subscribes. I love you all, and I will see you on the next reading. Toodles!